Barrett. Now, here at home, the Water and Sanitation Department has officially announced the lifting of water restrictions in Gauteng, but residents are still being urged to continue using water sparingly. The department says the recent rains have helped boost dam levels along the Vaal integrated river system. Well, for more on this, we're joined in the studio by the department spokesperson Sputnik Ratau. Mdade Ratau, good morning. Thank you very much for coming in. The Vaal is looking good. I mean, we are happy and we feel blessed. We had lots and lots of rain. But the message from what we're hearing from you, heading towards winter, which is our dry season in this part of the country, we should still use water sparingly.
Thank you so much for hearing us, Dan. And yes, it is true. The integrated Vaal River system is in good health, over 95%. Such that our dams, the 14 dams within the system are in quite good stead. We had said that once the system reaches 75% of capacity, we will be able to review the water restrictions in Gauteng, which is what we did, and that is why the Gazette was published yesterday. But truth be told, we are still in the drought. As you can see, that the other parts of the country are still quite dry, especially the Western Cape and the western part of the Northern Cape. Such that the issue around behavioral change remains top of mind for us. And that is why, as you correctly put it, we still encourage everybody to continue to use water wisely.
Okay, now once you've lifted the water restrictions, as gazetted yesterday, that then cascades to municipalities, the people that get water supplied, like for instance Joburg, City of Joburg will be buying water from Rand Water and stuff like that. There were a number of restrictions that were said. Those municipalities and stuff now are also expected to follow the gazetting and also lift their restrictions. Is that automatic?
That is automatic, because they had imposed them based on the Gazette that we had published before at the end of November or so. And therefore, this is the reversal of fortunes, and therefore the reversal of the
So people can water their gardens, they can wash their cars, in Gauteng I'm talking about.
In Gauteng.
All those restrictions are now gone.
Yes. Basically what we are saying is that the punitive actions that followed, some of those activities of our communities, our industries and so on, they fall away. But obviously what we are saying is, let us continue to be conscientious, let us continue to be careful.
So those punitive measures in some of the municipalities included financial measures, where if you went beyond a particular usage, consumption rather, of water, you paid a little bit more. So that should be gone as well.
That is gone as of yesterday afternoon as well.
Okay, now let's look at the Western Cape. I mean, I interviewed the local councillor in the city of Cape Town just the other day. They've got the dam levels of usable water, 21.5%. The level is about 31.5%, but usable water left, 21.5%. They are trying everything. I mean, short of a good rainy season for them this winter, there's a disaster looming there. What is the thinking currently at the Department of Water and Sanitation about that looming disaster in the Western Cape and parts of the Northern Cape?
A very critical situation in the Western Cape, and considering the fact that, correctly so, the city of Cape Town has been at about level 3B of water restrictions. But in essence, we haven't had the necessary savings that we were hoping for. Unlike what we saw in Gauteng, once we had the water restrictions in place, there was quite a good response to some of those restrictions. So what we are saying is that we need to, actually what happened was, if we remember last week, the minister and met with the province, met with the city of Cape Town to look at what are the quick things that we can be able to do. And one of the things is a look at the augmentation project regarding Fuel Flay Dam, and where we are saying that project might need to be fast-tracked, because it would help a lot in terms of availability of water, particularly for the city of Cape Town, which is the hub of the economic activity for the Western Cape. But also, just the behavioral patterns of people have got to change. And I think that is where, with the Western Cape, it has been the problem. But maybe backtrack a few months and say, what happened last year during the winter months? We didn't see quite good rains for the Western Cape. And so that has got a ripple effect on the availability of water for this period. And what we are saying is, with good intentions, we can still be able to have water until the winter season rainy part comes in, only if we can be able to do the right things, continue water savings, look at recycling and obviously reuse. But those are things that people would have needed to have been already gotten used to by now.
Thank you very much. That's Water and Sanitation Department Spokesperson Sputnik Ratau.